Amidst a clash between Israeli soldiers and Palestinian militants in the West Bank, the loss of life has been reported on the Palestinian side. Specifically, it has been confirmed that 3 Palestinians were killed during the altercation. On Monday, Israeli helicopter gunships launched an attack on targets in the West Bank, while an intense gunfight took place between Israeli soldiers and militants in Jenin. Tragically, this resulted in the loss of 3 Palestinian lives, which included a 15-year-old boy. This incident was a rare instance of Israeli air power being utilized in the region. The violence erupted when Palestinian militants detonated a roadside explosive device near an Israeli military vehicle. As a result, 6 Palestinians were severely wounded, while 29 others suffered injuries of varying degrees. The Israeli military reported that both the army and paramilitary border police sustained injuries, with 7 members affected by the incident in total. These injuries were classified as either light or moderate in severity. For over a year now, the West Bank has been plagued by incessant violence, and the latest addition to this long-standing pattern is the recent escalation. During an operation to apprehend individuals in Jenin, the Israeli military reported that their troops were met with a significant amount of gunfire. In response to the attack from Palestinian gunmen, the Israeli soldiers returned fire. After the security forces withdrew from the city, an explosive device struck a military vehicle, resulting in damage to the vehicle, stated the army. The army also reported that in order to aid the forces' removal, helicopters fired at the assailants. Video footage of questionable origin surfaced from Jenin, appearing to depict a roadside explosive being used against an armored vehicle belonging to Israel. Another video circulating on the internet displayed what seemed to be a military helicopter belonging to Israel launching a missile during a current military operation. Typically, the Israeli military refrains from utilizing aircraft during their operations in the occupied West Bank. According to Israeli news sources, the deployment of an attack helicopter in the region marks the initial instance of such action since the Palestinian uprising that occurred in the early 2000s. In the recent shootout, 3 individuals were identified by the Palestinian Health Ministry as having lost their lives: Khaled Assasa, 21, Qassam Abu Saria, 29, and Ahmed Sakr, who was only 15 years old. Additionally, at least 6 other individuals were gravely injured during the altercation. According to a statement by Hussein al-Sheikh, a prominent Palestinian official, Israel is actively engaging in an unyielding and transparent battle against the Palestinian populace. Moreover, President Mahmoud Abbas is slated to convene an emergency meeting, during which he will allegedly take unprecedented measures. The Foreign Ministry of Egypt denounced Israel's actions, accusing them of exacerbating hostilities towards the Palestinian people. The ministry stated that these actions served only to agitate the situation further and impede any attempts made towards pacification of the region. Months of violence have plagued Israel and the Palestinians, primarily within the West Bank. As of this year, 123 Palestinians have died due to the conflict. Jenin, a city in the West Bank, has become a notorious hub for Palestinian militancy. In the midst of the 1967 Mideast conflict, Israel took control of the West Bank, in addition to the Gaza Strip and eastern Jerusalem. The Palestinian people aspire to reclaim these regions as they envision them as the foundation of their own autonomous nation. As of late, Israel has been conducting raids in the West Bank on a near-nightly basis. These actions were taken in response to a sudden burst of Palestinian violence that occurred in the early months of the previous year. It's important to note that there has been a significant increase in attacks against Israelis by Palestinians during this time period. According to Israel, the majority of those who perished were militants. Nonetheless, there have been fatalities of young individuals throwing stones while protesting against the incursions. Additionally, there were casualties of people who were not involved in any confrontations. Over the course of the present year, a minimum of 20 individuals have lost their lives as a result of attacks carried out by Palestinians against Israelis. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.